Hey everyone. Today's topic I actually don't have any experience in because the topic is how to tell your partner that you want a separation or divorce. And in my case, I was actually the person on the receiving end of that information. So what I'll do is I'll give you a little bit of a perspective from both sides of the equation. Just some advice to the people that are going to be delivering this information to their partner, and then more contextual to my situation is how you receive this information and how you get through this really difficult time. So first, the person that's giving the information. I think the most important thing here is brutal honesty as well as empathy for the person that's receiving the information. Because it could be out of the blue. They might not know anything's wrong, or they may have an inkling that there's some challenges in the relationship and that it's not going great, but it's not to this level yet. Whereas the other person might be on third base, and the person getting the information might be still walking up to the plate. And then, of course, when it comes to receiving the information, which is my case, when you first receive this information, and I wasn't totally 100% shocked by it. I knew going into the conversation that I knew was inevitably that we would have, that this could possibly be something that could come up, separation and divorce. But for me, it still was super shocking to hear it from the person that you spent a lot of time with, built a family with. When you hear, I don't really want to be married to you, or, in some people's cases, it's, I found someone else, or, in drastic cases, the person's being treated poorly, whatever the case is, regardless of how it actually comes out of the person's mouth, it is shocking for the person that receives it. And if I could actually do it all again, I would stop myself from trying to process all of the information and then quickly transport myself 5-10 years down the road and how much of an impact this particular conversation is going to have in my life, because that really didn't serve me very well. The other piece I would have done is I would have received the information and then I would have just left the home, went for a walk, really tried to process it on my own, as opposed to continuously going back and forth and trying to process it with my partner. I think it's one of those things where you get the information, you go out and process it on your own, and you come back for more of a conversation around what had just taken place. That would be my suggestion if I could go back in time. I would have received the information that way. Either way, it's going to be a tough conversation, whether you're the person delivering the message or whether you're the person that's receiving it. So being empathetic to both sides of the equation, being empathetic to the person that's actually delivering the message as well. Like, this is not something that they probably took lightly. So understanding that is the case as well, and trying to be as empathetic as possible to the person that's delivering the message, and then that goes for the person receiving it as well. Either way, it's a difficult morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the case is when you hear this information and you get this message. But with the right strategies and tactics, as we allude to not only here on Instagram and our social media channels, but also through our book, you will get through it, and you can be better on the other side if you strive towards that being the goal. Until next time, keep moving forward. Bye.